welcome back to the end of another week. It was summer solstice yesterday, so the farmers were out earlier this week working on the corn. It's hard to see, but they basically brought their tractor in and like tilled in between the rows. So not only does that loosen up the dirt because it's been crazy hot, but it also weeds at the same time. So that's what they were doing. My cat, the cat that came by last week, hasn't really stopped by anymore, or it's turned itself into a hedgehog, because now there's a little hedgehog who comes to chow down on the cat food that I've been leaving out for them. Francis isn't thrilled about the cat food, but so far he's tolerating it. What else? This week was crazy hot, so to be honest, not much has happened. I've been doing a lot of watering everything, trying to keep it alive, keeping things in water that are pending transplant out in the garden somewhere. But some of the plants definitely suffered. I think I mentioned that the fava beans were already having issues, but I went ahead and I started harvesting more of those, and like they're done. They're done. So I really have to get out and basically cut them down, harvest the beans, and decide what I'm going to do with those. These peas, we actually had a salad with these the other day. They're super tasty. And for the most part, these are just like my garden snacks when I come out. The tomatoes are still doing good so far, knock on wood. I mean, we haven't had tons of moisture, which is a little unusual. Like it's typically pretty hot and humid. So we have a ton of tomatoes coming in on all of these, but nothing's ripe yet. So we're just waiting to see what happens with that. We have zucchinis that are coming in. So yeah, in here we have like this one. This one's almost ready, but there's a couple in there. So I'll have to keep on top of the zucchinis. The lettuce is coming in really nicely. We really don't eat that much lettuce at all. We made ourselves a salad to go with something earlier this week, but otherwise, yeah, I mean, some of this I'll have to trim out and give to the chickens, but it's coming, and the radishes that I planted on that side are coming up. We have another couple of carrots, like one here is coming up. Carrots are still not my forte, but we'll see. The radishes here I'm letting go to seed so I can collect the seeds. Just like over there, I have another thing that I'm letting go to seed. This thornless blackberry has decided that it likes the temperatures, so it's starting to put off a lot of like new growth. So that's exciting. We even have some berries coming in. And I think this week I actually ordered myself some little cute pots, jars, and I'm going to be making a bunch of onion confit out of all of these, which is basically like an onion jam. So this week I probably won't do a lot in the garden because I'll be making batches and batches and batches of onion confit. What else? Ooh, around on the front of the house, I'll show you some projects that I was working on today, and we'll just check out the rest of the garden. Here are the chocolate cosmos are coming up. And the chickens survived the heat wave. I mentioned last week that my black girl was broody. Thankfully, they're all like way over there. thankfully she wasn't too broody because she snapped out of it in a couple of days. She's still not laying eggs yet, but I'm back to the regular routine with them in the house. So that's cool. I'll come out and show you. They're over there trying to get at things in the garden that they're not supposed to get at. Whoops. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, and my other steel ring arrived for that tree, so I'll be doing that this week. But yeah, out here, I'll show you my projects. So this is actually a door. If I come down on this side, you can see it's got like these big chunky beams here. I'll lift it up. Got big chunky beams, and it's got these really cool like old nails. So on this side, you can see where they went in, and on the other side, they're just bent over because these were actually holding on the original bar. And it's kind of like, if I zoom up to that one, you can see like the bar there and the door. We think this was found in the attic. So we think this may have been one of the original doors to like up in the attic space. So we're refinishing it, and we're gonna put it in the dining room as a bar on my mom's old Singer machine legs that I brought from the States. So that's a really cool project that's finally happening. And then this is another Singer legs that I got here in France. So I picked this thing up actually online, and the person shipped it to me. So I think the legs were only like 15 euros shipped, and then the top was like another 5 euros because it was in really bad shape. And it's still pretty, like, it's kind of hard to see, but it's pretty bowed. So actually Francis made some braces to just keep the bowing from getting hopefully too much worse. Oh, look, there's one of those giant horseflies. These things bite and they hurt. I'm not exactly sure what he is, but drives me nuts. Unfortunately, when this arrived, it was actually damaged, and you can barely see it, which is good, but basically it was cracked here and cracked up here. So Francis actually had to like re-weld it back together. So if I get kind of close, you can sort of see where his repair was there. If I get up in here, you can kind of see it right there. It's still sort of cracked. But yeah, so it was basically cracked there, and he had to re-weld it. So originally this was going to be a garden table outside, and now it looks so cute that I don't really want to put it outside because I don't want it to get any worse than it is. So it's going to go into my like little she shed that I created around the corner for potting. So that space is a disaster right now because in the house we have the solar guys who need to come back out to install a second battery for us. So that's all been staged in the utility room, and then everything that was in the utility room has moved out into the entryway, which is kind of a disaster. But yeah, things to come. I have no idea. But the last thing I wanted to kind of give you an update on were these things, because this is the chayote thing that I can't pronounce. It's doing its thing. This one I actually wanted to have it grow on this other side. It keeps wanting to go over to its buddy over there, and I'm like, no, grow up this one. It's like, no, I like it over there. Anyway, he needs to grow up this way. So this is new to me, and apparently you can eat the leaves. I tried them. They're not particularly tasty, but I guess they're better cooked. And then my mashua is actually like, there's a couple of them now starting to pop up, so that's cool. That I have no idea. That's some sort of fungus, mushroom thing. Not sure what that is, but I'm going to be removing it. But yeah, all the other things seem to have survived the week of insanely hot weather. This one has flowers on it. This one had flowers on it, but it may have lost some. It's got one little flower there. It was like basically 100 degrees for like most of this week. So yeah, I think that's about it. I don't know what's going to be happening. So at this point, I'm not even going to bother trying to tell you what's on the docket because I don't have any plans. However, I am going to make a bunch of onion confit. I've been craving either brownies or chocolate chip cookies or like some super sweet American dessert. So I'll probably make myself something along those lines. That has been done. That's done varnishing. So as soon as it dries, I'm going to go and take it inside and at least kind of start like dry fitting it in place to see how that looks. I'll move my thing into the carport so that it doesn't get damaged. But, oh, one thing that I am thinking about, and I'm not sure if it's going to be done this week, is a better watering solution for the chickens. So, I had made this like nipple water drinker thing, which they'll use in an emergency, but they really don't like it. So because it's been so hot, I had added that other bowl over there. But also since it's been so hot, that bowl gets warm and then they don't want to drink it because they're picky. So I was chatting with Francis and we're going to try to do like a water fountain type thing for them is the thought. So I'm not exactly sure where that's going to go or how that's going to work, but basically it'll be a solar powered water pump that will keep the water cycling because cycled water apparently stays cooler than just sitting water. So yeah, these girls are my new, like, I'm trying to make sure that they have a good life. So I will leave you with the girls. They're foraging for their grains because every once in a while I'll sprinkle, they always have pellets available, but every once in a while I'll sprinkle grains all over this run area to encourage them to get out and hunt for seeds and stuff. So that's what they're doing. And yeah, we will see you next week. Bye.